Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FPL Chiropractors. I'm of course joined with Kyle. How are you doing?
It's me! I'm doing great, thanks, Noppy. How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm really excited for this episode. We got a lot to talk about. Both of us are using chips, and they're both different ones, so it's gonna be interesting.
And they're very tasty chips, let me tell you. Got some nice sauce on them. They're lovely.
yeah. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna go through our teams first from last week, and then we'll talk about our chips for this week, this upcoming week, and just some general thoughts. Okay, so we'll start with my team.
Yep. So your team is on screen right now for game week 12, Noppy. You did okay.
Yeah, I did okay.
Yeah.
So 42 points, average was 39, so I got a little bit above average. It was still a red arrow though, but just a very small red arrow. So yeah, not really a big deal. But anyways, Petrovic 1 point. I was really surprised by how well West Ham did. But yeah, one of Wilson's goal was just an absolute screamer. So yeah. Yeah, but I was still like really surprised by how well West Ham played. I watched the highlights, and yeah, Wilson scored 2 nice goals, really nice goals. Yeah, I of course had Senesi as well. I had double Bournemouth defense, so that didn't really turn out well. But at least he got an assist, so I'm happy about that. My defense in general did well this week. Timber, Virgil, Mukiele also getting points. Not massive points or anything, but still points. Timber, of course, got an assist. Virgil and Mukiele got Defcon. Mukiele actually auto-subbed in for Semenyo because he's injured.
Oh, I was wondering that. That's not bad, to be fair. 4 points coming off the bench is not awful. That's quite good.
Yeah. I'm actually really happy about that because I was considering taking out Semenyo for Mbumo, and he blanked. He actually got 1 point, so I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't do it because now I still got Semenyo and I'm up 3 points. So yeah, really happy about that. And yeah, Enzo literally saved my week. Like he's a pretty big differential as well. A lot of people don't really have him. So yeah, he finally scored for me. I was starting to get my doubts on him, but yeah, he was great. And he was really good against Barcelona as well. We're recording this on the Wednesday.
They played last night, didn't you?
They played last night. Yeah, really happy about that. 3-0 against Barca. That's beautiful. Esteban was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, anyways.
Oh yeah, I heard he was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. And yeah, of course, I went Saka captain, and it actually worked out, because, well, Haaland blanked, Mateta blanked, because, I mean, those were the 3 I was considering, and I went Saka, and he got the most points, so I'm happy about that. Yes, it was DEFCON, once again, like, it's quite mad, because, like, going into the season, we didn't really think Saka was gonna get DEFCON, like, at any stage, and I think he's gotten it, like, 3 times now, something like that. So yeah, really happy about that. Sar with the 3 points. That was only clean sheet points. He's been blanking now for quite a while since I brought him in.
I'm very disappointed. I'm sure you're the same as me. I think we brought him in probably like the same kind of time, if not the same time. And I think he's been really disappointed, hasn't he, since he's
I think we did.
He's not done anything. He's not done anything.
No,
so it's a bit upsetting.
Absolutely nothing. And I mean, it's only been 3 game weeks, but yeah, I'm starting to lose my patience, so he needs to turn up soon. Either now against United or the game after against Burnley. I think he has to score, because after that I'm gonna start thinking like maybe I should get rid of him, because he goes to AFCON, of course, pretty soon as well. So yeah. And Mateta, he got subbed really early this game, so that's a bit worrying. I know he had a bit of an issue going into this game, but I didn't think it was like that big of an issue or anything. But obviously it was, because he got subbed before the 60th minute, and now that Nketiah is back, that's gonna be a bit of an issue. We're gonna have to see how many minutes he gets tomorrow. Like if he gets benched, like if Nketiah just starts that game, I believe he will get good minutes in the league. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And then Holland blank, yeah, he had a really big chance, but he missed it. So I got really lucky, to be fair. But yeah, he blanked, and he hasn't really been doing that a lot. But lately, he has slowed down, and yeah, not by a lot or anything, but yeah, he has slowed down a little bit. But yeah, I still think he's a really good option. I feel like everyone should have him, and yeah, he's just a great pick. And then João Pedro, yeah, he didn't really do a lot.
The attackers have just been so stinky, haven't they? I think the attackers in general this FPL term have just been really like disappointing. It's I don't think there's really any nailed on ones that you really want. I feel like a lot of midfielders and even defenders are good options this year. You know what I mean? I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like I definitely like a lot more defenders and midfielders than attackers.
Yeah,
it's only like a handful of attackers I'm ever like considering. Like right now, like the only one really that I really feel like I would want in my team is Igor Thiago. But yeah, I'm gonna spoil it now, but yeah, I'm gonna free hit this week, so I'll get him in for this 1 week against Burnley at home, which is the best fixture really, and then they have 2 tougher fixtures, and then I'm thinking about probably getting him in like permanently into my team after that. So yeah, that's the plan. I don't know if it's gonna be Mateta or João Pedro that goes, but yeah, I don't need to think about that right now. And yeah, Stach actually returned. He's actually returned now, back-to-back game weeks. But he came off injured though, so I don't know how.
No.
Yeah, he did. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But at least I'm free hitting now, so I don't need to worry about that. But what is nice with Stach now, at least, is that he is playing games. He is playing well as well. It seems like. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I'm ever gonna want to play him or anything, but yeah, I mean, I guess I could play him now if I don't have anyone else. But yeah, he's not a great pick or anything. He's not a long-term hold, but yeah, at least he's playing, and he's playing good. Yeah, Burn is back from his suspension. Yeah, Dubravka 2 points. Not really a lot to say about that. Should we go to your team?
Yes, we can go to my team for last week. Let me get it up real quick.
All right.
Here we go. So, game week 12 for me. I mean, I got 1 point above the average, which I'll take. I mean, I keep doing that. I've done that a few times now. I was saved by a few players and let down slightly, but almost they kind of redeemed themselves. But we'll get into that. So, in there I had Martinez, which I thought was a great pick. But if you guys saw the highlights for this game, he let in an absolute stinker of a goal. Honestly, it was awful. Did you see it, Noppy, the goal that he let in? Martinez. It was not great, man. It was such a floater, and he kind of just let it go past his head, and his hand was there, and it was just a bit of a mess, and he let go with the ball, and it was just one big mess. It could have been avoided,
it was a really messy goal.
Yeah, it
just kind of like rolled in.
It was, but with Martinez, though, I'm not too worried because Villa did have a decent game after that, I believe. So I'm not too worried, and they've got some nice fixtures coming up. I think they've got Wolves next, so I'm happy with that. So Martinez, I'm going to keep him. Obviously, it probably would have been better if I would have kept Sanchez because I believe he got the 6 points. But it's okay. I think Martinez long term, hopefully, will come good. Defense did pretty well. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk got 3 points, but they still lost. They played 3-0. They lost 3-0, didn't they? Because obviously I did wildcard. They lost 3-0. Still got Defcon and got 3 points. Senesi 3 points, and then Munoz with a massive standout for me, 14 points, which is huge. So he got the clean sheet, and I believe he got a goal. Let me just double check that. Yeah, he got 3 bonus. He got 3 bonus and a goal. So yeah, Munoz still probably for me the best defender outside obviously like any Arsenal defender mostly. Best defender in the game for me personally. I don't know. I really like him. He always seems to return every now and then. He just comes up with like 10 plus points. I'm like, oh thanks. You know what I mean? I'm just quite happy of it.
I really regret not bringing him in because I was thinking about bringing in either Virgil or Munoz. I brought him Virgil.
It's like when I look at his points, like the last 3 game weeks, he's got like 14, 6, 6, 2, 10, 8.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I brought him in like after Liverpool. So I've pretty much like reaped all his main points so far this season. So I'm quite happy about that. And the fixtures are great. And I do think Palace are a really well-established team within the Premier League at the minute. Like, I know they've got Man United next, but they could do something there. Burnley, Fulham, Man City. I mean, even Man City at home, they could cause an upset there, especially with how Man City are. Man City seem really up and down, or they seem to have like, I wouldn't say it's a purple patch Man City. They seem to like win like 3 or 4 games, then lose 1, 2, and then they win like 4 games. I don't know. Man City are a bit weird. Obviously got Saliba, which, to be fair, they were really unlucky. Really unlucky, I think, Arsenal not to get a clean sheet. I'll be honest, because I think if you guys watched that, Richarlison's goal was just ridiculous. But there's been a few times where Arsenal have been caught out like that. I'm pretty sure Papa Matsar scored a very similar goal in the club friendlies tour they did. And I'm pretty sure there was another goal last season, very similar. I think it's just where David Raya's way off his line sort of thing, and they get caught in possession at the halfway line. But really unlucky not to get a clean sheet there. But I'm not too worried. I think Arsenal look pretty solid, to be fair, considering... I mean, you could say that they did look solid, but... The downside is Spurs do have a lot of injuries, like a crazy amount of injuries. And you'd probably say they're probably missing about 3 or 4 first-team players. So there's that, but still, a derby's a derby. I thought they played really well and pretty solid, although they are probably the most boring team in the league, but that's besides the point. Midfield, we had Sloboslai, Sarr, and then Mbeumo. Obviously, Sloboslai, he had a really good, I say chance, a really big shot from, like, I don't know, like 30-something yards away. 30, not 30 yards, sorry. 30... I'm going to say miles. Was it yards? I don't even know. Anyway, he took a few pop shots, and a lot of them went wide, deflections and whatnot. I don't know what's going on in Liverpool. I'm a little bit worried because I did bring in 2 players. But I'm hoping it's going to turn around. I don't know. I keep looking at them and thinking, oh, surely this is the game. But I don't know. I'm not overly worried. Hopefully they can turn it around. And Sloboslai, I'm kind of happy with him, I guess. And same with Van Dijk, kind of happy. And then Sarr's, I mean, we've just covered Sarr. I'm not too happy with him. He could be the next to go, potentially, because I do have Triple Palace now, which is a bit strange. But he could go. I think I'm probably going to give him 1 more game week. What are the games like after? They've got... Oh, no, I'll probably give him for the next 3, to be fair. I'll give him till, like, City, I think, Sarr. I think that's what I'll probably do. That's probably fair, to be fair. That's probably a good thing to go for, I think. Just give him the next 3 games. If nothing comes of it, then I probably will look to transfer him out. When does AFCON start again? When did you say? Game week 16 or 15? Did you say?
So we get the transfers in game week 16.
Game week 16.
I believe.
Oh, okay. So that's perfect timing then. Yeah.
It will depend a little bit on the players though when they leave.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure when everyone's like gonna leave or whatever.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Some players might leave already in like game week 15. Some might leave in game week 17. It all depends a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'll probably give him the next 3, maybe 2-3 game weeks. See how we get on. I mean, he could turn it around. There is potential with the games they've got. And Mbeumo, 1 point, very disappointed. I'm actually really disappointed. I'm a bit annoyed at Man United, to be fair. I don't understand how they still lose with a man down. I just don't get it. And the system didn't change. I thought they would have changed. Honestly, I thought when I didn't watch the game, but I was keeping an eye on it. I thought, right, surely they changed the system now. And according to sources and everything else, nothing changed. They still stuck with the same system. I was like, how?
Amarim never changes his system. He's
Why?
Stubborn,
they're literally
man.
that. I'm not going to say Everton are good at defending, obviously, right? They're David Moyes' team, but surely you take someone out of defence and go for it, man. They're there for the taking. They're a man down.
Yeah.
I don't understand how. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, weird. I'm still happy to have him Mbeumo though. They've got nice fixtures coming up, and I think he will do some damage. He's a very well. I've said it every game week so far since I've had him, which is only 2 or 1 game week. But I feel like he's a pedigree Premier League player in the sense that I feel like he will get points, he will get goals, he will get assists, and I think the next couple of fixtures he will get them. So I'm not overly worried, but 1 point, a little bit disappointed, especially when I saw the red card. Like when I saw, you can imagine, I have Mbeumo, any of you guys that have Mbeumo, or even any Man United player, Fernandes, I don't know, Sesko, whoever, right? I bet your eyes lit up and thought, oh, okay, surely I'm going to get something from this game. Maybe, or there's a very high chance. And I have Mbeumo, my eyes lit up, I looked and thought, oh my god, fantastic, I'm probably getting an assist at minimum. Got 1 point! I'm like excited, thinking, what the hell is going on? Anyway, so that's my Mbeumo talk, but I think it's more Amarim, but that's that. The attack, I got Mateta 1 point, and then I did have, which Noppy mentioned, I did have Igor Thiago and Erling Haaland, so I'm pretty sad for them. The only disappointing side with the Igor Thiago, even though he scored a goal, is he did miss a penalty, so there's more points. There's more points potential there, which is kind of upsetting. But yeah, I'm not overly worried. It would have been nice to have the extra points, though, especially with how this week went. But yeah, I think he's probably one of the best strikers to have in FPL. One due to the price, and two, at the minute, the fixtures are kind of nice. I mean, they've got Burnley next. I mean, then they've got Arsenal and Tottenham away. Arsenal's a bit worrying. I probably will bench him that game week. And then you've got Tottenham, which honestly I probably will play because Tottenham just leaked goals. And then they've got Leeds and Wolverhampton after that. So that I quite like those fixtures. And for the price point as well, I think he's a great rotation. Especially when you look at my bench now, I've got like a Semenyo. I've got like an 8 million worth of player there that I could change if I wanted to. And then obviously Erling Haaland as captain, blanked, but I'm keeping him because, well, we're getting to my team for next week, but I think a big week for Erling Haaland. Big week. And they did just lose 2-0 to Leverkusen. So I think Pep's going to go, F this, we're going for it. And then Leeds are going to get it, I think. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope anyway. One, for the sake of the league, and two, I'm not a massive fan of Leeds, so so there's that. And obviously the bench, Dubravka 2 points. Semenyo didn't play. He was proposed to his wife, his fiance. Esteve 3 points. I'll take that, from Esteve. And obviously I just transferred in Reed. I don't know why Reed. I just picked the cheapest player. But yeah, that's my game week 12. So like I said, I got 1 point above the average, which I'll take. And yeah, a red arrow. But I mean, I'm thinking this next week's gonna be big. And it's a little bit disappointing to have a wild card and then only get 1 point above the average. But at the same time, my team is looking long term, not for that game week, if that makes sense. And I think that's always important to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, anyways, so that's my team. Well, that was my team for game week 12. Let's get into the teams for game week 13. So on screen now, this one is Noppy's current team.
Yeah, the non-free hits. Yeah.
Yeah, the no free hit. This is Noppy's current team for game week 13. So take us through it, Noppy. Take us through it, and let me know when you want me to switch to the free hit team.
Yeah. Of course. So I want to show my current team first, just to kind of rationalize why I'm free hitting and why I think it makes sense. So like I haven't thought too much about like the bench order or like who's gonna start or whatever, but I think it would look something like this. So yeah, when I just look at my team, I have 4 players in the London Derby, Chelsea Arsenal, and I just think like it's not really a fixture I should really be targeting, because it's probably gonna be a low score and I would expect both teams to score goals. So yeah, I'm not really expecting a lot.
I'll be honest, looking at your team as well, there's a lot of uncertainty. Like even looking at Bournemouth, it's Sunderland away. I think, that's tricky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that as well. Like I think Sunderland away is also a fixture I want to avoid, and I guess that's the reason really why I'm free hitting. Because triple Bournemouth, 2 Arsenal, 2 Chelsea. And I don't really think my defense in general looks good either. Because, they're all away games. It's not great. So that's why I'm free hitting. So we'll move on to my free hit team.
Yep, it's on screen now, yep.
Yeah, so the teams I really want to target this week are, City and Brentford especially. But I think Liverpool could be a team to target an attack at least. So that's why I thought I would free hit. And I feel like the upside is just really big for me personally, because I take out a lot of players that I don't think are very good this week, and I take in a lot of players that I think are good. I got triple City, like I think pretty much everyone's gonna have on free hit. I'm going double defense though, because they have the highest chance of a clean sheet, and I don't really like any of their midfielders. No. I think Doku is like a good pick, but I don't think he's better than anyone I have in my midfield right now. So yeah, that's why I'm going double defense. I'm currently going Donnarumma and O'Reilly just because I know Donnarumma will start. And O'Reilly, I mean, it is a bit of a punt, I guess, like because it is possible that he doesn't start, but I think he will, and I just like that he's so attacking, and yeah, that's pretty much my reason behind that. I've looked at Guardiol and Nunes as well, but I don't know. I just like O'Reilly more, just for that attacking upside. And I'm going Vandenberg against Burnley at home. And yeah, I think he's the one from Brentford just because he too also has a lot more attacking upside, and he has very similar defcon to Collins. Because it's between those two, is Vandenberg or Collins for me. And yeah, I just think Vandenberg is that little bit better just because he's a bigger threat from set pieces. And then Matty Cash, he's back in the team for 1 week only. But yeah,
you
he's
love
back.
Matty Cash.
I do. He's great, man.
He always performs for you.
Yeah, he does.
Well.
He actually got good points for me. I think he got like a 12-pointer or something earlier in the season.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
an
It was against
absolute
Sunderland,
screamer.
remember? Yeah, yeah. It was like their first goal, wasn't it, of the season as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was,
I remember
it was
that.
great.
Yeah, that was like what? Was that like game week 5 or 4, something like that? Because they had a really rough start, didn't they? They had a terrible start.
Probably like
they were awful.
game week.
I think
something like that. Game 4 or game 5.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, he's back. I really like the Villa defense for this 1 week, and yeah, he has that attacking upside. That's kind of like you can see that's really the trend here. Like I'm going for defenders with that little bit more attacking upside. I'm not really targeting defcon or anything. I'm going for the attack. And then my midfield. So I wanted to keep Sar on free hit because I still think he's a good player to have this week because they're playing United at home, and I still rate him as a player. Yeah, I've said that I'm starting to get a little bit impatient with him, but I know he's been scoring a lot of goals while outside of the Prem. He's been scoring in the Conference League and in the Cup, so yeah, I don't want to free hit and miss out on those points just because like I want to go different or whatever. Because I still think he's a good pick this week. And the same with Mateta. Because I don't really rate United that highly, and they're playing them at home. Especially their defense. United's defense is just not very good. Their attack, however, is a lot better. I really rate their attack, but yeah, not really their defense. And like I said earlier, we will have to see how many minutes Mateta gets tomorrow. If he starts and plays like 90, I might not even have him on free hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it depends a lot on his minutes in that game. But yeah, if he gets rested, I think he's locked in for sure. And then I'm going double Liverpool attack. Salah is locked in, like he's going nowhere. I'm not sure about Gakpo. Once again, depends on the minutes he gets today for Liverpool. And
who else are you considering if you don't play Gakpo? If Gakpo, I don't know. Say if you wouldn't play Gakpo, who would you consider?
Yeah, so
is there anybody you know? Or?
I have some other players in mind. I have. I'm thinking about Gibbs White. I'm thinking about Rodgers and Doku, but I think Doku is not the one. Because
you'd have to change your team again, wouldn't you? Elsewhere, probably like a defense or something. So
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be able to go double City defense, for example, and I don't know. I think I like Gibbs White just because he's probably on penalties now that Chris Wood is out. I don't know if he's still gonna be out, but he didn't play last weekend, so I really like Gibbs White in that sense, and he's just nailed. He's been playing pretty well recently, so yeah. I'm looking at that. He's also playing Brighton at home this week, which is a pretty good fixture in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then Rodgers, he scored 2 goals on the weekend, and he's playing Wolves at home, so that is also tempting. But yeah, I don't know. Before that game, he hasn't really performed, so I feel like I'm probably knee-jerking a little bit too much if I have him in my team, because before those 2 goals, he hasn't really done a lot in the league. So yeah, I still think he's a good pick on free hits, but I think I prefer Sar, Gakpo, and Mateta over him. But yeah, and then Schade, he is also pretty much locked in.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. I was looking at that thinking that's a really good pick. I really like that. I like him as a pick.
Yeah.
For a free hit for this game week, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, just for 1 week, I think he's a really good player to have because he plays Burnley at home, gets really good minutes, and I actually looked at his stats, and he's been kind of going under the radar. He's actually been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's got like 5 or 6 goal involvements.
All right.
Which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that. Because I haven't really heard anyone talk about Schade ever, like in terms of FPL. Like last season he was great, but yeah, I haven't really heard a lot of chats about him this season. But yeah, I think he's a really good pick for just this week. And then Igor, Thiago, and Haaland, like I just feel like they are pretty much non-negotiable. Like they just have to be on a free hit.
Yeah, I agree for sure. Igor, Thiago's just great, especially Burnley at home, and then Haaland and Leeds at home. It's just really good fixtures, really solid for sure.
Yeah, and that's really the point on a free hit. Just target the fixtures. Just target the teams that you like. There's a bunch of good picks on free hit. I feel like I know a lot of people are talking about like Forest defenders as well, like I said, Gibbs White and Rodgers for me are very interesting as well. A lot of people are going for a City midfielder, Doku or Foden.
I don't know if I like that though, because it's so risky. You don't think? You never know.
It is. It is.
I'm not really a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really know who's gonna start, and you don't know who's gonna get like subbed off early, because there's always someone that gets subbed off early. Especially if City are like 2-3 goals up, like around the 60th minute, like they're gonna think about making changes already, because then there's a midweek fixture in the Premier League next week. So I don't love the City midfielders, so that's why I'm going elsewhere and going double defense instead. I think that's the play. You could also say that maybe you should have Van Dijk on a free hit, but
I'd probably avoid it.
I
would. If it's a free hit, you're better off going with what you've got, like Wolves at home, Burnley home, and Leeds at home. Yeah, I think that's probably better, to be fair. Just with how Liverpool been playing, it probably is a risk, really. I know it's Liverpool, but it probably is a risk, especially on a free hit. You might as well go with something that feels safer. You know what I mean? I think.
Yeah. I know Gakpo is a risk, but versus injured, so I predict that he's gonna get good minutes against West Ham. But I mean, I'm gonna have to see how many minutes he gets today. I'm gonna have to see what Slot says on Friday, because like Wirtz has to be out for me to even consider Gakpo, and I don't know. I need to be confident in his minutes. If I'm not, I'm probably just gonna go for like Gibbs White, for example, just be a bit more safe. I also really like the Gibbs White pick, because I don't really see a lot of people picking him, and I just think he's a good differential for this week. But yeah, what do you think? Am I missing any players?
No, I really like that. I can't think of any other. I keep thinking who would you go instead of Mateta? That's what I'm thinking in my head. Who instead of Mateta? Who other attackers are nice this week?
So if I would switch him out, I would probably go to 5 midfielders. So I would get like a Gibbs White in.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry. So that's what you were saying. Oh, right. Okay, right. Sorry. I see what you mean now.
Yeah. So So yeah, I would probably go 5 in midfield instead if I don't want Mateta.
All right. Are you still not tempted for that or not? Because I know Man United. I know it's Man
Yeah.
United, but I don't know.
I mean, it is something to think about, but at the same time, I know how highly owned he is, and it's still United at home. I still think it's a good fixture.
No,
so,
yeah, I agree. So, and it's like one of them. You kind of don't want to miss out on those points if Palace do well. You know. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I have him in my regular team, so I kind of wanted to keep the players I have in my regular team that I think will still score points. Because if they score points and I free at them out, I will be so mad. Like I just know.
Yeah. No, I definitely think the ones that you've got rid of, like João Pedro and everything else, and Enzo, I think that's definitely worth it. Just with the fixtures they got, it's a bit of a ropey fixture, isn't it? It's very 50-50. Some of the fixtures like that your normal team had, like even me looking at it now. You had Burn, which Everton away, okay, it's not bad. Virgil van Dijk, I've got Van Dijk in my team, but I'm still not a fan for this week, especially how it's going. Timber, Chelsea away, not great. Sunderland away, you're probably the best bet doing this. To be fair, it's probably a good free hit for sure.
I'm pretty much locked in for free hit. I haven't activated it, but I'm pretty sure I will activate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But we'll go to your team, Cal.
Oh, to my team. Okay, guys. So mine isn't as exciting. I've pretty much got the same. I've got the same team as last week, pretty much. So Noppy obviously free hitting. I did my wild card. I believe. Let me just double check. Sorry, I should have come in prepared. Let me just check. I do have 2 free transfers ready to be used, but I think I'm gonna roll it again, just because I like to have more than 2 transfers in my arsenal. I haven't had that in a little while, so I know it's a bit of a gamble. You could say I could get rid of Semenyo and go for something else, but if Semenyo's back, I could see him bagging something. So we'll see. So the team is as follows. So we've got Martinez in net, Wolves at home. I think that's a great fixture. Obviously, that does show with Noppy going for Matty Cash and potentially even Morgan Rogers in midfield, but obviously he's gone for Cash at the moment. But we could have Morgan Rogers. I think that'll be a safe fixture. I just don't see Wolves. I just think it's their time to go. And I know it's horrible to say, so any Wolves fans, I do apologise, but you guys have been flirting, or Wolves have been flirting, should I say, with relegation for a while now. So I do think it's their time, and I just don't see anything positive. When I watch them, they just seem so lackluster. There doesn't seem any want, doesn't seem any desire. It just seems a bit flat. That's the only way to describe Wolves at the minute. And with how Villa have been playing, Villa are very much in form. Yes, they let in a really rough goal against Leeds, but other than that, I think they were pretty solid. So I'm hoping for a clean sheet there, Martinez. And he's a good keeper, you know. He lets himself down sometimes, but all in all, he's a good keeper. Back line, we've got Senesi, Munoz and Virgil van Dijk. I mean, there's a bit of a risk with this defence because you got Bournemouth going away to Sunderland, and Sunderland this season so far have been really, really good at home, whereas Bournemouth at the minute have kind of fell off a little bit. I think that's probably fair to say. Would you say, Noppy? I think that's fair to say Bournemouth have fallen off. I mean, it was expected to happen because they've started amazingly. Well, I say started amazingly. They lost 4-2 to Liverpool, but other than that, they started amazingly in terms of FPL and how they were doing in the league. They started really well. So that game's going to be interesting. I think that for me is probably going to be the game to watch this weekend. Sunderland Bournemouth. Because I'm interested to see how that one plays out. But yeah, it's a slight risk. But I'd rather play. I don't know. I might play Saliba against Chelsea, but then I don't know. I just see Chelsea scoring in that one. And I just see and I see Chelsea offering more of a threat than Tottenham did. Tottenham just really didn't touch Arsenal at all. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like they did anything.
Surely. Spurs had like 0.07 XG in that game.
Yeah, they were awful. They didn't really do anything. So I just feel like Chelsea do have that. And it's home at Chelsea. I just see... I'll be honest, Noppy. I do see Arsenal winning. Because that's just... I don't know. They just seem to be on a path at the minute. I don't mind a Chelsea win. Just keep the league interesting for me as a neutral of the league. But I do think Arsenal will probably win again. But I do see Chelsea scoring. So I'm going to go for the Senesi, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Noppy?
I actually have a good feeling going into this game. I feel like we
Yeah?
can
Oh, really?
actually compete against Arsenal.
Yeah, and I feel a bit weird about leaving Saliba on the bench. I mean, that one might be cold or close to the wire for me because I know it's like a premium defender leaving on the bench. And if Arsenal are going to win the league, which I do believe they are now, like I always say, there's every pod we have, but that means in turn they must be fixture proof. But we'll see. Maybe this might be their stumbling block finally, and I hope it is. As a neutral of the Premier League viewer, I'm hoping it's a stumbling block. But yeah, I'm probably going to stick with Senesi for now. But follow us on Twitter because we'll put our final teams there. Which, by the way, I do apologise. I didn't put mine on there. I was so busy over the weekend with obviously Sheffield United playing, which we won in the derby, by the way, for anyone that cares. Big win. I had such a busy weekend, so I do apologise. But moving on, we have Munoz at the back line, which I'm kind of happy with. I think like he's one of the best defenders on FPL or even in the league, in my opinion. I like him a lot. He always does really well for me. There's not much more to say about him other than that he provides. Virgil van Dijk at the back line against West Ham. I am disappointed because they just conceded 3 goals to Forest, which Forest haven't been great. But yeah, I mean, Mr. Gravelman, what's his name? Sean Dyche has, I guess, turned them round a little bit. I don't know how, I don't know where from, but he's turned it round a little bit. Maybe it's gone back to Old Forest with being the defensive unit. But yeah, Van Dijk's a bit of a weird one, I will be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed. I really thought Liverpool were going to turn it round, but I don't know. I feel that's another reason I do want to roll these transfers as well, because I might honestly be looking at getting rid of both of them, like Virgil and Szoboszlai, but we'll see. I mean, this run of fixtures are nice. It should be on paper. We'll see. I've probably got to ride the wave. But we'll see. So that's the defence. I'm not overly confident, but I'm happy to a degree, and I do want to roll to get that third transfer for going into the next game week, which will be game week 14. Midfield, we've got Szoboszlai, Sarr, Semenyo, and Mbeumo. So we've got Szoboszlai. Obviously, we just covered that briefly. I'm hoping for something there. I mean, he was just a big stab in the dark, a bit of a slight differential player. Hopefully, we get something this weekend. I mean, he is on free kicks. Wirtz is injured. I mean, Salah. I do think Szoboszlai takes majority of the free kicks, so I'm quite happy to have him. And he did play more of a central, more attacking kind of role last game week, and I was slightly impressed. Even though they lost 3-0, I thought, right, I like this guy. He's showing a bit of confidence. He's having pop shots. You know what I mean? And he's showing something. He's showing a sign. But yeah, that's all to say to Szoboszlai. Sarr, obviously, we've covered that. I'm slightly disappointed, but we've got to give him the game weeks. I think these next 3 game weeks are crucial for him. Even if he doesn't get anything in these next 2, I would look to transfer him out, I'll be honest. But then I think the third game, I think he has got Fulham, so I'd probably then, backtracking on what I said, I probably would then probably keep him. I don't know. He's up for debate, really. It depends on injuries and other things, but yeah, Sarr's on. Well, he's getting close to the door. Put it that way. Semenyo, obviously, we don't know if he's going to play, but I think if he does come back, it's going to be a massive boost for Bournemouth. So if he does start, I'll be pretty happy with that, to be honest. It'll give me confidence thinking that Bournemouth can get something at Sunderland away, which many won't. Mbeumo, I'm quite happy to have Mbeumo. Like I said, he's a pedigree Premier League player. Palace away is always a hard fixture. And I'm just going to put this out now. If it's raining, Mbeumo's going to score. Okay, guys, remember that. If it's raining at Palace's ground, Mbeumo will score, and don't forget it. Okay, I just got a feeling. He's going to do something good against Palace. I know I'm crossing wires here because I just went about Munoz, and obviously we spoke about Sarr, but Sarr's a bit But I don't know. I do like the Mbeumo pick. I like it a lot, and I think he will come good for me. That's the midfield. And then going into the attack, I've got Mateta, Thiago, and then Erling Haaland. I think I've got a really nice attack for this game week. I like it a lot. You've got 2 of them. You've got the same 3 in your free hit.
Yeah, I got the same 3.
I do like Mateta. I just feel like I wouldn't say a big... Well, yeah, he's a big game player. He always seems to score in these fixtures that are highlighted. You know, like against your Man United, your Man City, and stuff like that. I feel like in the games that are highlighted, he always seems to come up with something. Igor Thiago against Burnley. I think that's a great fixture for him. And then Erling Haaland, which, by the way, guys, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 98% sure I'm triple captaining Haaland for this term of FPL, which obviously going into the 1st of January, we get the all 4 chips again. And I believe I've only got 1 more. Wait, have I got any more chips to play? I don't think I have. I think I played all my... Oh, no, just the triple captain. That's it. A triple captain, that's it. So I probably will... I'm going to triple captain Haaland against Leeds, which I know you guys could be thinking, well, they've lost the last 2, but I just think they're going to show no mercy. They have to show no mercy now. And the games they've lost, I mean, I didn't watch the Leverkusen game last night, but against Newcastle, I didn't think they played particularly bad. I mean, they still created a few chances. No. They showed a bit of fight. It wasn't like there was nothing when they had the ball. They were trying something. Obviously, they weren't trying as much as I would have liked. So, like there's not as much risk, but they were playing. There were some risk, but not enough risk, I think. Which makes sense when Newcastle subbed on Alanga and all the pace merchants. It made sense because they just hit him on the counter.
Yeah.
But yeah, triple captain Haaland. I think that's what we're going to go for. And then the substitutes got Dubravka. Obviously, we covered Saliba, which Saliba might start for me, but I think I'm going to stick with a Senesi because if Semenyo comes back, I feel like I'm going to have confidence there. It's going to give the team a big boost. So yeah, Saliba, Esteve, and Reed. Which I guess Esteve and Reed. I mean, I'll be honest. It sounds horrible to say. They're really like nothing players. They're just fillers. Which I think is fine to do, especially when I've already played my bench boost. I've not really got players there sat in to rotate. I've got one player which I'm quite happy with, which is Saliba, and I've got 2 free transfers. So anything does go south or the wrong way, we can transfer people out, which is an issue. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the team. I think I'm going to get as many points as Noppy? No. Noppy's team does look really good. I'm looking at that thinking, oh my god. No, honestly, I'd be really surprised if Noppy's team... Let's have a look at it again, just real quick. So this is Noppy's on-screen round. This is Noppy's free hit team. I'd be really surprised, Noppy, if you don't break 70-plus points. I really will, honestly.
Oh, really?
Looking at this team. Yes, honestly. That defense is really nice, it's solid. Haaland up top and captain. Igor Thiago against Burnley. And then obviously Sade against Burnley as well. And Mateta against Man United. I just like that. I feel like you're going to break into 70 points, I think. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Hopefully,
anyway.
I actually really need a big week because I've had four back-to-back red arrows.
So do I. It's yeah. I can't remember the last green arrow. Every time I do these edits, I'm like, oh, another red. I'm like, what's going on? Where am I going wrong?
Now you got a big green last week, actually.
Oh yeah, I know, but I need to get under a mil, man. Like, what's going on? I'm still. What's going on? What am I at the minute? I am. Wait, it should be on screen right now. Actually, I'm what. 1,352,075. Like, what's going on? I need to break under a mil. Come on, I've got to be a real chiropractor here.
You can do it.
I've got to break through. I'm gonna have a big game week soon. Trust me. Yeah, we're only halfway through the season, so any of you guys thinking you're doing really bad, don't worry. You're in the same boat as me, and a lot can change. It's only game week 13. Don't forget, there's a lot 100%. That can change.
Just one good week can change everything. Like, we saw with Kyle. I think you jumped like 400-500k spots in 1 week.
Yeah.
Like, and that just shows like you just need 1 week where you do really well, and then you're back. Like, So definitely don't give up. There's still a lot to go, I mean, we still have like all the chips to use next half of the season too. So that's gonna also change a lot in terms of ranks.
Yeah. So I think we pretty much wrap things up there. But I do want to discuss just one thing before we do go. This is the one thing I would like to discuss anyway.
Okay.
What do you think, Noppy? I'm going to ask Noppy. What do you think of Erebici Eze? What do you think about him as a pick? I know he just got a hat trick, so I think he will be the most transferred in. But what do you think about him?
So, because I'm so like careful with like in terms of minutes, like I think that's really important for me. I would not bring him in because Ødegaard is back soon.
Yep.
And that's why I don't really think he's a pick. Like especially this week, Chelsea away is not a game to target. But I mean if you want a short-term punt after the Chelsea game and Ødegaard is still out, like, sure, you can have him for a couple of weeks, but then you probably have to transfer him out pretty soon. So I guess I don't hate it, but I would be careful with that because
I just feel like he's been getting good points for his price. Really, I mean he's already what's he racked up here so far this season? He's got I mean let's write off the hat tricks. He's got like 1 goal and 3 assists, 4 goals, 3 assists. But you know what I mean. I don't know. I've seen a few people like if I go to the fantasy hub. Igor Thiago's the most transferred in. That makes sense, though.
Yeah, that
makes sense. And then it's followed up by Eze, Munoz, Timber, and then Minter. What do you think about Minter?
Minter, I really like him. I would rather bring in Minter than Eze, to be honest.
Yeah, what about for your free hit? Actually, it doesn't really work for the free hit, does it? But do you mean as like a
No.
transfer going forward? Do you reckon he could be a Sarr replacement or not? Because they've got some nice fixtures. I mean, they're very up and down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, what are the fixtures like? I need to have a look.
yeah, well, they've got Forest next, and they've got Villa, West Ham, Liverpool away, Sunderland at home, and then Arsenal, then West Ham, then Burnley. So it's kind of up and down. It's a bit here or there. Obviously, Sunderland to Brighton. I believe that's the longest away trip in the country so far, isn't it? Sunderland to Brighton. It's like, it's all the way northeast, all the way down south. Yeah, it's a long way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think for a rotation it'd be nice, especially for 6 million.
Yeah, I think he's really good, like for the price especially, because you also need those cheaper midfielders, and in that price bracket, I would say he's the best one, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like him.
And then the most transferred outs are Gabriel, obviously because he's injured. Semenyo, which I can understand. I mean, if something gets reported about Semenyo, which we haven't actually touched, if something gets reported about Semenyo with any potential injury, because I know a lot of people transferred him out now. I mean, Semenyo could be someone big to be replaced. You know what I mean? In the next, come Thursday, come Friday, Semenyo could be a big one to be replaced. And I'm not too sure who I'd bring in for Semenyo. Maybe I would go for like a Gakpo, or maybe myself. Maybe I'd take a hit on Eze. I think that's where FPL could open up this week or this season if Semenyo is out. Let's say I don't think he is. I think he will be back, but even then, I mean, Semenyo hasn't really provided much since I brought him in. So blame me. But yeah,
he probably will be back. But yeah,
I think
if
so.
he is,
I think
out,
it's food for thought, though, isn't it? It's something to think about.
Yeah, if he is out, you probably have to deal with it because your bench, is not great.
No.
I mean,
No.
I guess you could play Saliba, but that's not like
Nah,
ideal.
no, it's not ideal. No, it's like looking at the list now of players who you could bring in for that price point of 8 mil. I mean, you've not really got many options. There isn't much option, is there really? I mean, you've got Rodgers potentially. I mean, there isn't, is there really? I could go back to no, I don't know. I'd probably just pick someone who's got nice fixtures really. Like I say, maybe take a hit on Morgan Gibbs White because he's been pretty in form at the minute. And maybe it's Forest's turn to get some points. I mean, you could maybe look at Bruno Fernandes maybe if you've got a bit of money in the bank potentially. He's already lost price. Semenyo is 7.9 now, so he's lost value.
Yeah, he's dropped twice in price actually.
Which to be honest, I don't mind seeing. I mean, I do, but I don't in the terms of if he is back this weekend, a lot of people will be scratching their head. You know what I mean? Thinking if he gets something against Sunderland. You know what I mean? I've seen that happen so many times in FPL where. Well, it's the opposite effect. People transfer people in, and then he gets no points, and then people transfer him out, and then he gets points. You know what I mean? I've seen that happen so many times. So in a way, you know what? I hope Semenyo comes back and he bags a brace.
Yeah,
I hope that happens.
Because the thing is, like everyone who's taking him out now, like if he plays against Sunderland, like people are and does well, especially people are gonna be tempted to bring him back in for that Everton home game. It is. Chelsea and United after, and the United games away. But I mean, Semenyo can score in any of those games. I feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. And he doesn't go away for AFCON either. So
yeah,
he's just a good long-term pick, really.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's everything. Unless you got anything else to mention, Noppy?
No, that's it.
No?
I think we covered everything. This is a big week for FPL. A lot of people are going to be activating their chips. I feel like this is probably going to be the biggest week in terms of chips for the whole season.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So yeah, good luck everyone. And if you're using your free to triple captain, I hope it works out. And
yes. Let's hope we get some green arrows. That's all we want, man.
Yeah, I need it. I have to get a green this week. There's no way I don't.
Right, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.